I have to say that I was rather annoyed beginning this battle. The thing is that I had just gotten done fighting the little losing battle referred to as ignominious defeat. The video has already been published before this one. And I was highly annoyed at a few of the people in that video at the end, my opposing team who were making stupid remarks about my performance. So when I got here, I decided, okay, let's just do something, because the last time I didn't actually manage to accomplish much, mainly because I wasn't positioning myself properly, I don't think. Anyway, so at this point, I decided, hey, let's go ahead and chase the CV down and sink it. So this is the goal here at this point. And so I moved on out. I'm going to try to avoid being seen by anybody until I find that CV. And here we go. So I'll just go ahead and run this at high speed, about 6 times normal speed. And move right along. Trying to also watch where enemy aircraft, carrier aircraft, are coming from, so I can get the idea where they're located. And here at this point, I suddenly saw there was attack aircraft coming towards me. So I went down into the sea in order to try to avoid being seen. Unfortunately, that didn't work, and I could have gone under earlier, I suppose, but I wasn't thinking they were coming my way immediately. They were, and of course, the standard usual retribution strike aircraft are sent my way. Fortunately, not too much damage was done. Just slowed me down, forced me to use a repair module. And once that was over with, then I went ahead and continued my quest, as it were.
Problem solved, sir.
Moving back up to high speed to get past the boring bits again, and 6 times normal rate. So went around underwater until I thought, okay, let's come up and see if there's anything available to attack me. And no, there wasn't, so off we go again. Continued on, and then I noticed that, oh, looky down there, there's a battleship coming up down through that strait. So I thought I'd better pop down, because he was not in a bad position for me to attack him, but since I had set CV as my goal, I went ahead and just, okay, I'm going to try to avoid him. From the positioning of the aircraft that are flying in and around, it looks like the CV has moved more from his original probable southeast area, southeast corner, to more towards the south center. Now, coming around the corner of this island, went ahead and went back down to periscope depth in order to avoid a possible surprise. Reduced my detection signature as I was coming around because I couldn't see who was behind the island. And by golly, look at that. There is the CV in the distance. All right, gamble pays off. Sometimes CVs do what you don't expect, because obviously they're being floated by people that have smarts, hopefully. And so there he is. And not too bad of, attack position. I can just move around and go underneath. I decided to fire a couple of torpedoes just for the grins. Not expecting anything to happen, because for one thing, non-acoustic homing, and then I got seen. So I'm being attacked again, naturally. So went under and headed off in a direction that I expected the CV to continue to go to, and see what happens. One thing that carriers do when they come under threat is to put up combat air patrol around them. And so when you're submerged, you can actually see those aircraft flying, as you can see in the mini-map. So it gives you an idea of the positioning of the carrier. And so I was sneaking up on him, and I'm going to have a look. Finally going to pop my pinger. The sonar goes out, and yeah, there he is. He's in a perfect firing position, actually. Not only that, he doesn't seem to be moving. He's come to a halt. I suspect that's because he thinks he's got support vessels near him, so he's in good shape on that. But when I come up and I see him, and he's just dead in the water. Look at that. I've got torpedoes set for non-acoustic, so they're stronger than the regular kind. So I fire off the full set of 6, pop down under because I'm under attack, and let him go in. And this carrier gets Mach 546. Wow. This was the easiest carrier attack I've managed to pull off in quite some time, so I was quite pleased with myself. But now I've got to avoid being destroyed if possible, having accomplished my goal. You know, brownie points for me. Hooray. Anyway, so the rest of the thing, the rest of the battle, I'm just basically trying to fend off being sunk. Because we're ahead on points, and it looks like to me that we're just going to win. And I got two capital ships chasing along behind me. One of them actually decides to start going north to do something more useful than chase a useless submarine, because I am useless at this point, because there's nothing, you know, I can shoot at them, but, you know, they're actually quite smart, these carriers, I mean, these cruisers and battleships. So, anyway, nothing more to say, really, so I'm just going to fast forward to the rest of the end and just go home. Thanks for watching.